PSG just bought Cristiano Ronaldo. What could have been if this headline had been true? Ronaldo and Messi playing together? That would be every football fan's dream. At least I had wanted this to be true for quite some while. But do you know PSG actually showed concrete interest in the boy from Madeira and wanted to bring him to the Paris Saint-Germain? Let's unfold the stories behind Ronaldo's failure to force a move to Paris Saint-Germain and how they landed Messi. Winning 3 consecutive titles with Real Madrid really fulfilled Ronaldo. I guess because the moment he stepped out of the stadium winning his 3rd consecutive Champions League trophy, thought this was the final time he has played for Real Madrid, leaving Madrid after 9 years. What was Ronaldo thinking? There were immediate rumours of clubs trying to get his services. I mean, my guy was still at the peak of his power and was still of the best players in the world and still had a few good years in him. When there's talk about big money moves, one club is always present there: Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe Neymar and Mbappe were not enough because they wanted more. They wanted Ronaldo. They even contacted his agent. Even Real Madrid was alerted by Khalid Al Madoum's ambition of creating the dream front four of Neymar, Mbappe, Messi and Ronaldo. According to Manu Sainz of AS, PSG was willing to pay 150 million euros to sign Ronaldo. His release clause was 1 billion euros and they would pay him a net salary of 45 million euros. 39 million pounds, to bring him in line with what Messi was earning at that time. 150 million! Who are these people? 220 million on Neymar, 150 million on Mbappe, and they wanted one more star signing. Oil money speaks, after all. I mean, look at Man City. According to El Mundo, PSG wanted to secure the services of the former Madrid star on one big condition: if he waited for the club to launch the bid. Ronaldo wanted a new challenge, and so we know what happened next. To this day, no one knows the real reason for his leaving, but we all know how desperate he was to leave Bernabeu. Several other clubs were also interested, including Manchester United, Manchester City, and co. But guess which club played the right cards and got his service? Juventus! Where did this come from? All the big clubs were looking when the monsters from Turin bought Ronaldo for £88 million. 88 million! Do you know how much money this is? You can buy 50 Bugatti Veyrons in that amount. What? They made the right bid at the right time and were able to bring the greatest goal scorer in the history of the game to Juventus. We all know what happened next. It was a goal fest. He became the fastest player to score 100 goals for Juventus. He made that league his own backyard, scoring goals after goals. You know how big players are, they lift the entire team up. And more often than not, Ronaldo was that guy. But hey, not everything goes your way, does it? Although he won several trophies there, including the Serie A, he wasn't able to crack the code of winning another Champions League with Old Lady. And despite some crazy Champions League performances, yeah, you guessed it right, I'm talking about the hat-trick against Atletico. What on earth was that? He single-handedly completed the comeback. But with all these big game performances, things didn't work for him. Eventually, rumours of his move away began to circulate again. But what promoted Ronaldo to pack his bags and be on the move again? Well, this move made sense after all. Ronaldo wanted to win the Champions League, and despite 3 years of struggle, Juventus weren't able to gather together a team capable enough of helping him win the league. Ronaldo is Mr. Champions League, and you have to provide him with the title-winning combination. He's the highest goal scorer as well as the assist provider of the tournament. Winning means everything to him. You have to provide him with a winning combination, and the old lady wasn't able to do that. This is the reason he was so eager to move away from Juventus. Let's be honest, this move made sense for Juventus as well. Ronaldo is a tough guy to keep, and with such a big figure in the dressing room, containing my guy is really hard. And there were reports of dressing room rifts between Ronaldo and his teammates. Obviously, my guy is a mentality monster, and more often than not, he gets frustrated when his teammates aren't as hard-working. One other big issue was his wages. They were off-field considerations. Given the revenue challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, an estimated $235 million budget deficit, and Ronaldo's $100 million a year cost to the club between his salary and the amortization of his transfer fee, moving on also made sense from a financial standpoint. The Bianconeri were hoping Ronaldo would get them over the hump and help them win their first UEFA Champions League title. since 1996. It didn't happen. 3 different coaches in 3 seasons did not help, and Juventus suffered shock knockout round exits in each of his 3 seasons, never reaching the semi-finals. There were reports suggesting that Ronaldo took the round of 16 elimination to Porto in March especially hard, and less than 6 months later, my guy was out. Once again, the boy from Madeira was in the headlines of transfer rumours the entire summer before making a switch to Manchester United. Man City was also interested, but he chose the red half of Manchester, and the reasons were very obvious. How can you forget his first stint at United? Jeez, it was out of this world, and so a return to the theatre of dreams only made sense. Or, as Peter Drury described it, Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and Manchester again, wreathed in red. Restored to this great gallery of the game, a walking work of art, vintage beyond valuation, beyond forgery or imitation, 18 years since that trembling teenager of touch and tease first tiptoed onto the historic stage. Now, in his immaculate maturity, now CR7 reunited. What a year CR7 had at United, man. Ha! But that was expected, as he had altered his game to become one of the best goal machines in the game. Unlucky for Ronaldo and United though, they failed to qualify for the Champions League. Is Mr. Champions League not playing in the Champions League? That was never going to happen. He wanted out immediately. The rumours came back, and so did PSG. But they turned down the offer to sign him. Yes, Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe playing together would have brought the entire footballing world to a standstill. But this is too good to be true, to be honest. A team containing so many superstars. It would never have worked. PSG thought the same and turned down the offer, stating that he wouldn't fit into the team's philosophy, nor did they have the wage structure to afford him. Well, my guy, the world doesn't always work in your favour, and so he had to settle at United. Then, we all know what happened. I mean, I won't go into details, but Ronaldo, Morgan, and Ten Hag, a beautiful connection between the 3 took place. We know what Ronaldo said and the things after and how his contract got terminated. One way or another, CR7 got his wish and he was free. But sadly for my guy, there weren't many clubs interested in him. No, PSG didn't show interest this time, and so he had to settle for Saudi Arabia. He signed for Al Nassr in a deal that took his salary to a whopping 200 million. You can buy 100 villas for that amount, man. And the move has worked well for Ronaldo. He's finally found his shooting boots back and is again becoming the beast in front of the goal that we all love. Yeah, I know one may say ending your career isn't the kind of farewell one wants, but sorry folks, this is real life. You don't always get what you want. Haha. So much connection and no actual move to PSG, that's bizarre. But seeing Messi and Ronaldo play together would have made me jump out of my seat at least. But we don't get everything that we want, right? It is what it is, folks. Hope you liked the video. Go and check these videos before PSG will also buy this channel. Haha.